What's up, everybody? Rev Sauce 9. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe. Good to be back. I've been busy with so much personal stuff in my life. I'm doing everything I can to be back full 100%. I apologize that I have not been around. I've been dealing with a lot of animal issues, piping issues, and just so much stuff, man. So much financials, so much Social Security and identity fraud stuff. I'm working with so many organizations and things like that. It's just been a big pain in my ass. Big pain in my ass. So I'm glad to be back. So let's talk about Saraya, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about this because you got people like JD from New York saying goodbye. She hasn't had one thing to remember since coming to AEW. And yes, she has, JD. Stop it. Stop this whole hypocritical shit. She has. She was AEW Women's Champion. She's had some memorable feuds with Toni Storm, with Britt Baker, with Jamie Hayter early on. It's just unfortunately Jamie Hayter got hurt. Britt Baker got hurt. That just didn't have time to cook in a pan. Everybody got hurt. And then Ruby Soho's now pregnant. So her storyline with Ruby Soho and Cool Hand Ange went to shit because she's pregnant in real life and marrying Cool Hand Ange in real life. All of it just, Saraya's not had a way to come out the blocks. And the booking decisions with her has been fucking awful after being awful, after being awful, after being awful, after being awful, after being awful. It's not been good. It's been terrible and trash. So at the end of the day, Tony Khan needed to book her better to begin with. I think she should have been personally over at Ring of Honor fighting for that women's belt all year long against Athena. I think if she resigns, which she's in contract negotiations, people are making it out like she's leaving the company and Tony Khan's going to release her. No, she's in contract negotiation. Read the whole article before you write an X post or make a video. Like, read the fucking X post. I'm so tired of these big names not reading and having an agenda and then manipulating people into believing that she's trash. Saraya ain't trash. She just couldn't come out of the starts properly. It's kind of like they brought in Keith Lee and Keith Lee's health problems. He hasn't had a good jump. He hasn't had a good starting of his AEW career. And yeah, I think personally he should be released. You know, he can't stay healthy, unfortunately. And again, like I said, this is just another talent that Tony Khan can't figure out how to book for. He can't book for her, Will Hobbs, Ricky Starks, Wardlow. Like, you know, at the end of the day, like, you brought these talents in, you signed them to buku money, and you do nothing with. And some of these guys and ladies are his pillars that he originally started AEW with. And he has done nothing with. He has done absolutely dog shit with, dog water. And all of us know this. Saraya did not have a good starting out start. It started out with her coming out and starting the Outcast, and then turning around, and all the wrestlers that around her got hurt. Britt Baker was hurt. Jamie Hayter was hurt. Rebel was hurt part of it. Now, Jamie Hayter's on the mend. Britt Baker's back. You know, what do they do now at this point with Saraya? That's going to be the $1 million question. She's in contract negotiations. And if we're going to say, if people like JD are going to say, she was going to revolutionize the women's division in AEW, why don't we talk about Monet? Mercedes Mone has not revolutionized that division either. She has not transformed that division. She got handed 2 belts right off the rip. Her first starting out run was injured. And Tony Khan didn't book it properly either. If we're going to go there, she hasn't had a good start either, just as Saraya. Both of these people are exactly the same. The difference is Saraya hasn't been booked properly. And where Monet is, because she has control, creative control. Peppermint and her have been working one-to-one. Imagine Peppermint and Saraya having somewhat of a writing powers. Imagine what Saraya would have done. And I think that falls on Tony Khan. And I think Saraya will renew, I think for less money than what she got originally. Her brother's in AEW. He hasn't been utilized either properly. He's a killer. He could be their version of Pete Dunne, but they choose to squander. They had him on Rampage and Collision, and they did nothing with. Honestly, no storyline being built with him. And Harley Cameron, she's been floundering with Saraya because they don't know what to do with these talents. I'm sorry, but it falls on Tony Khan. If you're going to go there, it falls on Tony Khan. Booking choices with Tony Khan has been wishy-washy this year. And I said that in my 30-minute video. You want to talk about backstage morale and backstage this. And in the backstage stuff, now people are now happy because of an all-in. But you guys were just days prior, basically saying morale was trash and garbage in AEW. Which one is it? They happy? They not happy? Which one is it? You know what I mean? When it comes to this whole Saraya stuff, to be honest with all of you, again, I want to see her resign. She's in contract negotiations. I just want her to be booked better. I like Saraya. I always have been a Paige fan, just as much as a Monet fan. When she was Sasha Banks, I want to see her booked properly. Do I think she's going to walk back to WWE? WWE had no interest in her to begin with and still have no interest in her to begin with. I don't see Triple H. I don't see Triple H writing articles or writing things on X saying, I would like to have her. Supposedly he's all over X. He knows what the people are thinking about. Yeah, right. There's reports coming out. This man looks at his, really? Come on now. Come on. Anyway, my name is RevSauce9. I think it's ridiculous what a lot of these haters are saying. Honestly, she hasn't been booked right, and she hasn't been able to get out the gates properly either. And that falls on Tony Khan. Ever since, the Outcast kind of came back, it's not been that great. And it's Tony Khan. Tony Khan, he has talent there that he just doesn't know what to do with. I just don't think he knows what to do with Saraya. I think Saraya should be in Ring of Honor fighting for that women's championship, honestly, and let's make that title prestige instead of having Athena win every day. And have Athena finally lose it and finally go up the women's AEW main roster and win that belt and hold it for a long time. So anyway, that's my opinion. I'm back better than ever, baby. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.